Welcome back to Blake's Pie Show Academy. And today we're doing round 5, I believe. Round 5 of the Spirit of the Dragon tournament. I am guest playing against Varric. Yeah, we're playing Varric. I'm just doing my normal white 4 opening. Okay, Varric plants a red 3, blocking my opening, blocking a chance for me to harmonize with my white 4 this way, and setting up this with a white 5 probably. So, okay, let's just do my normal. I think I'll do a white 3 like I usually do. Okay, white 5. So I think I'm going to block Varric's only opening for a midline crossing harmony, or MCH as I call them. And I think that's a good move. It doesn't leave Varric with many good options. They do have this move here by putting a tile here, which could be good, but that doesn't give them a harmony. Since they're host, it's not the most important for them to be making a harmony every turn. It's definitely more important if you're guest to make a harmony every turn, so that you can stay being the one who gets the last turn. For host, I think you can go a turn or two without making a harmony if it's a really good move. So I think this could not be the worst. Yeah, this is a little bit of a rougher position for Varric to start with. Usually this is why I wouldn't block this with my first tile of the game, because it's very easy to get yourself into a position like this after that. Because this isn't really too scary. I'm going to have both of these options no matter what. If you block one, it's not going to do that much, and it's not even a midline crossing harmony. So you don't need to worry about blocking them that much, and it's much better, in my opinion, to have openings for yourself. So they use the Orchid to block, which is a very nice move. I actually like this move a lot. I think this is a very good use of the Orchid and makes my life a lot harder. So good find in a kind of tricky position. I think that is definitely a good move. Now, it's tempting to move a piece, but I was just saying how, as guest, I think it's really important to just make harmonies as guest, even if they're not midline crossing harmonies. I'm very tempted to do a move like this right now, because positionally I think it's better, but right now I think it is more important for me to make a... Well, okay, actually, because Varric did not form a harmony, they have given me the freedom to choose to not form a harmony on my turn. But see, I can't move this white 4 because this red 3 is here. I didn't really think about that when placing a white 3 here. This may have been the wrong tile to use. A white 5 may have been better. I'm a little disappointed I missed that, but now I'm not going to be able to move this white 4, so that's very annoying. I just completely put myself in that trap. I'm just not used to my tile getting blocked like this. I should have saw this, but okay. Well, that throws away the idea of moving this. If this wasn't class trapped, then I would like moving it, because I don't need to make a harmony right away because my opponent has taken a turn where they don't make a harmony. But instead, we are just going to be making a harmony. And we're going to be doing, I think, a red 5 with this white 3 like this. We get a boat, which is not the greatest. Really not that great at all. I guess we can do this. Is probably our best move. Create 2 openings and keep these tiles blocked. I actually don't hate the boat here. This is a nice position for my white 5 to be in. It just really sucks that I can't move this white 4. I'm pretty disappointed I missed this, because that's pretty annoying for me. Because if I had the chance, I would have definitely moved my white 4 instead of this move. So yeah, not the greatest. Something I didn't consider with this boat move that I'm just now realizing is it does create these 2 openings, but it creates this point here where if I want to harmonize with both of these flowers, I'll need to use a lotus, which is not the worst, I think. It's just something that maybe I should have considered and looked at before making the move. Okay, so red 3 here, create this opening, still class trapping my white 4. Makes sense. I would have maybe just made a harmony anyway with the red 3, but I think this works. So I think we're going to be harmonizing with my white 5, because I don't want to use my lotus yet. I don't want to put it here and give my opponent this. I'm not going to be putting a lotus there. I think I'm going to be putting a red 3 here, what I'm looking at, and we're just going to send it. Red 5. Okay, I think we're just going to block my opponent's only MCH opening again, making this move with the red 3 kind of a waste of a move for my opponent. I just realized I forgot to put good luck, have fun in the chat, but good luck, have fun, Varric. I know we're already kind of in the middle of the game, but regardless, especially in fire, good luck is very much appreciated. But yeah, this is a very rough position for my opponent, only having 2 tiles on the board, and only one is actually a flower that can harmonize. Not fun. I think really it all just stemmed from the first move from Varric. Okay, so now they do harmonize with the red 3, which I think is a good idea. I don't know about putting the white 5 here. Personally, I would have put it here so that it has at least some opening. It has some kind of opening there. And then a red 4 here. So again, Varric has set it up so that they only have one MCH opening. Actually, wait, no, they have two. Never mind. We have a win opportunity here. And I know I've been saying a lot of stuff about improving and playing the game differently. There's one thing I don't want to change, and it's gambling. I want to go for this, but I'm actually going to take some time to think about it first. Feel like it is still the best way for me to play to just go for the win. I think as long as I play everything else to the best of my ability, which granted on the first few moves I did not do that. But if I play everything from the point of this gamble with the Lotus as well as I can, then it shouldn't matter if I miss this win opportunity with the Lotus. But again, as always, I have the chance to win with it, and that's something I don't want to pass up. So I think I'm going to put the Lotus here and go for the 2 in 7 to get a red 3 or a white 4, because I think that's how you have to play fire. And we don't get it. That's okay. I'm giving my opponent the ability to use this Lotus with their Orchid, which is not the greatest. If I put a red 4 here, my opponent will just move the Orchid here and steal the Harmony, which I don't want. I'd much rather just place the red 4 here, which I think is what I'm going to do. Okay, so Varric can take advantage of this open Lotus, which I think would be a good move for them. This even would be a better move probably. I didn't see that. Yeah, that would be probably their best move right now, moving the red 3 here. Okay, white 5 here is interesting. Not making a Harmony again. Again, I think this would have been probably the best move, but this is getting rid of this Harmony and getting rid of my win threat. I mean, I still have a win possibility with a wheel, which... Actually, no, I don't, because I don't have any tile I can place here to harmonize with the white 5. I'm looking at just using this red 4, because however I use this Lotus, it's just going to get stolen by an Orchid or something. Oh, okay, they're going to undo. I want to see them do this, because I really think that's their best move right now. I think maybe another interesting. Okay, the idea is to use this white 4 to harmonize with this white 5, and this white 3 blocks my Lotus. Okay, I think a very good move with this... Oh, wait. Okay, wait. So they placed the white 3 and then the white 4. If they had placed the white 3 here, which would have been the better move to do regardless of the white 4, in my opinion, just because you get the MCH. Yes, I can interrupt it, but either way, if I interrupt it or you do this, you're ending up with no MCHs from this. And if you put the white 3 here, it has this opening, which since they pulled a white 4, in that scenario, they could have harmonized with it and made an MCH. But yeah, this works too. Blocks my Lotus. I'm looking at this. That's the only thing. Oh, I don't have any flowers in my library that can harmonize with a white 5 or a red 4 right now. I guess I have that. I guess this is my only option then. I'll do this. Knotweed. So I don't have any MCHs of my opponent to block, so I'm gonna be using the Knotweed for myself, it looks like, or maybe to just block a possibility. So I'm looking at... there's no way I can really block these from harmonizing with each other. I could block this red 4 from harmonizing with this red 3 because Varric has this move, which is kind of good. Well, actually, it's pretty good, not just kind of good. I guess, well, it's actually not good right now because then it gives me a win, so I don't have to worry about that unless Varric pulls a tile to block this, which is definitely very possible. This is kind of tricky, actually. There's no obvious spot where this Knotweed would work that I can see, at least. I don't think this is bad, putting it here so that I can actually use this white 4 to harmonize with like a white 4 or a red 4. Or I mean a white 5 or a red 4 actually can use this white 5 up at the Knotweed here. And it blocks this. Yeah, I think that's a good move. I didn't put it here so that it wouldn't block this. I know it's blocked by a red 3, but it keeps this threat present. So far, I don't think Varric has played bad really at all. There's a couple things I would do differently, but I don't think any of their moves have been bad, except for maybe their first move, which is what put them in such a tough position to start with, and is why maybe they're struggling a little bit. Obviously, I don't want to say the game's over or anything, but I think I'm definitely in the better position right now. I think this is still probably Varric's best move. Okay, anyway. Varric does block my win threat by putting the Orchid here. Okay, I'm still just looking at this white 5. I think it's my only... Well, I could use the red 4 with my red 5 here, and I don't think that's a bad move. I would probably just put it here, actually. I don't see any threats from Varric right now, so this is what I'm going to do. And we pull a wheel. So good thing Varric did block this, because otherwise I would... Oh, what am I talking about? There's no win here. This also puts the white 5 in the red garden. So never mind, there was no win threat, I think. Maybe there was with some other placement. No, I don't think there was. Okay, wheel. What are we using the wheel for? I kind of want to do this because I can't really use it to benefit me that much. I can't move it to move this white 3 really. I can't use it to open up any harmonies for myself that I can see. So I'm looking to just do this to not allow this, which would be kind of nice, and block this. I think that's maybe the best I can do with the wheel right now. I'm not really seeing anything else. Obviously, Varric still has this, which would not be a bad move. I just didn't want Varric getting use of my knotweed, and also to block this red 4 a little bit, even if this is open, which would probably be the better move anyway, because it blocks my white 5, but there's not much else I can really use the wheel for here. Yeah, there's really not much use for my wheel, so I think this was maybe the best option. Pretty tough position for Varric here. They haven't made any big blunders or anything. It's just from the first move, it kind of put them in a very tough position that is not easy to get out of at all, which is interesting. I've talked about how I think a lot of the early moves in Fire don't matter very much. It's the last few moves that really matter the most. But I've been finding recently when reviewing videos that that's not always the case. In my review video that I recorded today against Diet Andy, the last few moves didn't really matter at all because the position was dead lost. The last few moves are only really the most important if it's a very close game, which, yeah, I guess that's the case for every game, but like what I'm trying to say is that the first moves definitely matter a lot. Obviously, I've known that there are some big mistakes you can do with your first few moves, but I don't think I illustrated as well as I could just how much they can ruin the rest of your game if you're not careful. But usually if you play your first few moves like principled and very practical, just decent moves that you can't really go wrong with, then it's not going to be that impactful for the rest of the game. It's just going to be impactful in the sense that it doesn't ruin your position for the rest of the game. Kind of similar like in chess, as long as you're doing some kind of opening with like an E pawn or a D pawn, you know, or moving a knight out or anything, like those can all work. Those are all very principled and solid moves that you can't really go wrong with. Of course, if you do Bong Cloud opening though, then that's completely different, you know? So like in chess, the opening moves definitely matter, but as long as you do these solid, just can't really go wrong with moves, then they're not going to have a big impact really, if that makes any sense. I wonder what different options Varric is looking at here. I've been waiting for a while. Oh, well, there we go. I was just going to say I've been waiting for a while, which is no problem. Obviously, think out your position and look at everything. But I was just curious what Varric was looking at. I wasn't really analyzing their position very much, which maybe I should have been doing. But okay, so they did do a move. And they did white 4 harmonizing with the white 5, like I was talking about. And then a knotweed here to block my harmony, while boosting their red 3, maybe to give them this, which is nice. Okay, so what are my options? I have this white 3 opening that I can't do much with, and I have this boosted white 5, which that's the only real option I'm looking at right now. So I think I'm just gonna do that. Just put a white 5. I could put it here to block the red 4, and now this red 4 would have no MCH openings while being in a white garden, which would be very nice for me and very annoying for Varric. Or I could put the white 5 farther out here in hopes to make it MCH with it. Now, I think putting it here is the right move, even though Varric can't put a red 5 from his library here to disrupt this harmony because of clashing and form this harmony. They could pull a tile like a red 3 to put there and it would work just fine. I think I just want to play it safe, but I do have this white 3 opening, so I could pull a white 4 and use that. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just block this red 4 completely. And I pull a rock. So I think I'm just going to be blocking my opponent's only MCH, not really looking at anything else. Now, where do I put it though? That's more of a question. I'm not too sure. There's nowhere I can put it really that benefits me. There are some spaces that could benefit Varric. I think I'm just going to put it on the midline to be safe. It's the default, can't really go wrong with it usually. My opponent's not going to be able to make use of the rock. So now 3 turns left for me. Let's actually analyze Varric's position here. The reason I haven't been analyzing it so far is just because it is a very bad position. I think it basically all stems from the first move pretty much. This is just a very rough position. There's not much to say. It's kind of dead lost at this point. I think there is definitely a way to recover it, and I think Varric could definitely recover this position, but it's going to be a lot of work. Again, I still think this is a very good move. Varric has this opening now, still has this opening, and as always, Varric can pull a rock or a wheel and put them here and even out the game and make it a lot more close. If Varric goes here and puts a rock here, suddenly it's a lot closer in terms of the harmony balance. Varric would have 1 midline crossing harmony, and I would have 1. No, I would have 2. No, actually, I would have 1, because this would be blocked by the rock, so it would be even. So there's definitely ways for Varric to close the gap. It's just a very rough position right now, especially with how few flowers Varric has on the board currently, and especially flowers that are usable. This white 4 is very much not usable. This orchid is not usable. This red 4 is not very usable. You can use it with the red 3, but I think the red 3 would be best used with the lotus. And this white 4 is usable. So Varric does have options, but it's just a very rough position. I have used all my accent tiles now, which is interesting. I just realized that. All having to do with a white 5 in some way or another. Okay, and wow. Varric did the exact move I was talking about, and now it's a lot closer. I have 1 midline crossing harmony, Varric has 1, and Varric still has their lotus in the library. So like I said, you can close the gap very quickly. Now, this white 3 is not class trapped, which is something to know. I don't have a lot of options here, actually. I can always just move the lotus and make a new harmony, which I don't think is a bad move. I don't really have any MCH openings that I can take advantage of that I see. I could maybe use this knotweed in some way, but with my only red flower over here being the red 3 that can really do anything, I don't think it could happen. I could move this white 4 here and then have this move in the future if it's ever good, but yeah, that move's not bad because it gives me this. I'm mainly just focusing on moving this lotus or putting a tile here to disrupt the harm. I'm thinking putting the white 4 here would be a pretty good move, because then it gives me this as well. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. I think this is probably the best option. Okay, red 3, which is interesting. Not sure how I should use this red 3. I think I'll just put it here to give myself this and also this. Something like this, you know? Yeah, I think I'll put it here. And that way, if I move it here, it makes it so the white 3 can't block, maybe. The red 4 could, but then it opens up this white 5 for my white 4. Okay, yeah, I think this is probably the best move. There was a lot of options where I could put the red 3, but I think this one's pretty solid. But yeah, like I said, now it's suddenly a lot closer. I have 1 midline crossing harmony, and Varric has 0. It's only a difference of 1. And I haven't seen this in a while. The vast difference of the amount of tiles in the reserve between the two of us is interesting. I don't see this in a lot of fire games. Varric has 4 more tiles in the reserve than I do. And it's still a very close game, which is kind of surprising. I just mean that in that I don't see many people who have this many tiles in the reserve this late in the game performing as well. But I think Varric has done pretty well with the position that they have been in since the start of the game, which has been very tough to deal with. I still think I'm in the winning position, but it's a lot harder to say now. Let's see some moves Varric might have here. Varric still has many tiles in their library to use. They could put a red 5 here. Like, if they put a red 5 here and then wheel this some way, then they're ahead with the midline crossing harmonies. They also have this opening they can use in some way. Their white 4, perhaps. Those are the only 2 options I'm really seeing right now. But yeah, this has been an interesting game. This has been a good game. I'm definitely much more happy with this performance than my last one, and I just want to keep improving from here. I wonder what Varric is looking at here, because I have looked and I really only see 2 options that seem to work to me, but I might be missing something. I guess there's probably some ideas here with the red 4 and red 3 that I didn't really look at. Oh, okay, here we go. Red 5 up here and white 5 down here. Interesting. I'm very curious as to what the idea with the white 5 down here is. I'm actually very curious on what the plan is there. Very interesting. I wonder what the white 5 could be used for. Okay, well, I can't figure it out right now. Let's focus on just making my move first. I have this move I talked about, this move. I have this move, and this is open, I guess. How long has that been open for? Ah, yeah, just now, okay. Well, I can't place any new tiles besides the orchids, so I think I'm just going to be doing this. White 3. I could put it here. That doesn't look bad to me. Or I could put it here to disrupt my opponent, which also doesn't look bad to me. Varric here actually almost has a win threat with putting a Lotus... no, never mind. Actually, wait. Varric does almost have a win threat here by putting a Lotus or a red 4 here and removing this white 4 somehow with a wheel, but actually I don't think he can do that with how these tiles are set up. So maybe there isn't a win threat, but there almost is. It's very interesting, actually. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to... How do I want to use this white 3? I kind of want to put it here because I can do this now. If I try to do this in the future, I can't do it while making a harmony. What I can do while making a harmony is putting a tile here, or moving the red 3 here. And I don't think Varric is going to take the spot. They definitely could, but I don't really see them doing that. So for now, I think I'm just going to put the white 3 here, I suppose. Okay, let's do that. So let's see what Varric's options are here. Varric has a red 4 and a white 4, so Varric could use this red 5 to harmonize with a red 4 in some way. Potentially go here with the idea of doing this, which would actually be a very nice move. Man, I'm tired. I cannot draw arrows. Varric has to think that I have the ability to end the game on my next turn. I don't think there's very much Varric can do to stop me from winning at this point. I have 2 MCHs, Varric has none. Maybe with an accent tile, Varric could do some good things. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be a very nice move. Right there, it ties the game, and depending on what tile Varric pulls, it could even swing to be in Varric's favor. I think this is the move that Varric has to find. There might be some other moves, but so far this is the best one I'm seeing. That would be a very good move for Varric, and one... Oh, the problem with that move though is that it opens up this. So Varric would have to pull like an accent or a white 3, something like that to make it even. Okay, so that's not the best actually, but this is definitely an option Varric has. I don't think it's bad. What other options are there? This is not a bad move, but again, an accent tile will probably be required, or a white 3, which the odds of a white 3 or accent tile are 3 out of 5, so pretty good odds. Again, I'm trying to figure out what the idea with this white 5 here is. I'm not too sure. Maybe eventually to do something with this red 3? I'm not sure. I'm not really seeing what the idea is here. I'm sure there must be some reason for putting the white 5 there. It seems like a very deliberate spot to put it, but I'm not seeing what the idea is. I'm trying to look for other options Varric has. Right now I'm under the impression that there's nothing Varric can do to prevent me from winning. There could definitely be something though, I'm just not seeing it. I think Varric just had a very rough start and it made it very hard for them to catch up. So I think this game is essentially over. Great game though. Yeah, not much else to say other than the things I already have, but great game. Varric did well with what position they had since the beginning of the game, and it's been kind of rough. I think they played well considering they tried out a potentially new opening. I don't know if that's something they usually do, but they tried out an idea with an opening and it didn't work out so great with them with my pile that I pulled. Considering that, I think they played very well. I hate talking like the game's already over, but I think this game is essentially over. I don't think there's any way Varric can stop me from winning. There might be, and I'd be pleasantly surprised to see if there was. Oh yes, let's gamble. That's what you got to do in Fire. That's what I like to see. I'm interested to see what this gamble was. Whatever they pulled, having to think about how to use it. So I'm thinking maybe it's a boat or a wheel. Okay, it was a wheel. Ah, nice move. Good use of the wheel. But I do believe I should have a win here with just doing this and then this. So yeah, very good game. And yeah, I think I've explained just my thought process on this game as much as I can. Why did my good game message not send? But yeah, great game. Yeah, not much else to say. GG. Looking forward to the rest of this tournament, as always. Looking forward to playing Lexi. should be a very good match. I hope to perform very well. That's what I plan. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.